My dear child, I see your wealth falling into the wrong hands, a woman smiling as she takes what rightfully belongs to you. She moves like a shadow through the corners of your life, yet in your waking state, you remain blind to her presence. Every move she makes ripples through your reality. My beloved, this is neither accident nor coincidence. Her hands caress your resources, your hard-earned achievements, as if these were rightfully hers. She moves with caution and patience, knowing that the longer she waits, the less suspicion she draws. I see her allure, her carefully crafted grace, and how she convinces those around her that all is well. Yet, child, the truth is far more unsettling than you imagine. She steals not just your money, but your life force, your trust, your sense of security. But you remain unaware, my child, that this drama is writing the footnotes to your destiny. From my vantage point, I watch my chosen one move through your space, her eyes glinting with satisfaction. She never rushes, letting the currents of your life gently nibble at her, quietly steering events to her advantage. She smiles at your obliviousness, and I understand the absurd joy in this. She has mastered the art of invisibility, blending into crowds, infiltrating systems, slipping into networks, all while silently draining what belongs to you. Those around her may remain oblivious, intoxicated by her charm and affairs, but I see the wounds she leaves, subtle yet deadly. Each coin stolen, every opportunity diverted, is a thread plucked from the tapestry of your life. But I tell you, my dear child, these broken threads will not utterly tear your destiny apart. When the full truth emerges, the depth of her actions will shake even your most resilient soul. My beloved, she lurks in the shadows, channeling your hard-earned gains through hidden passages and veins. I see the invisible web she weaves, those transactions so small they're nearly invisible, yet they accumulate into immense loss. She moves with meticulous care, erasing every trace, every footprint, every evidence of her trespasses. Yet she underestimates the power of the cosmos, my child, nothing escapes my sight. Even in the shadows, I see the ripple effects she creates, spreading from finances to trust, relationships, and the very peace within your heart. You may have sensed strange delays, inexplicable setbacks, or subtle betrayals, fragments that disrupted your equilibrium, mere pieces of a larger puzzle. When the depths of this conspiracy are unveiled, your mind will reel. My chosen one, I witnessed her orchestrate it all with near-artistic precision. She relies not on force or threats, but on enchantment, manipulation, and a network of hidden allies to achieve her ends. My dear child, she understands the rules of earthly games yet remains blind to cosmic balance. As she gloats over minor victories, I see the cracks silently spreading at her foundations, subtle yet inevitable. Her actions span time and space, affecting those you've never met and altering the course of events you've painstakingly built. As the threads of her design tighten, my child, the awakening you are about to experience is both inevitable and transformative. In this moment, I see her, beloved one, like a shadow gliding over the work of your life. Each step she takes appears harmless, careless, almost playful, yet the consequences accumulate like dark clouds gathering on the horizon. What she steals is not merely your material wealth, my child, but the very time, confidence, and subtle opportunities that could have propelled you forward. I tell you this, the ripples she creates are vast, but not infinite. Her control has limits, for I am watching, intervening, and setting the stage for you to reclaim everything. What you have yet to grasp is this: every smile she offers, every theft she commits, is leading you toward a confrontation that will overturn your very understanding of power. My dear child, I have tracked her every footprint, every account she handled, every intermediary she exploited. She is cunning, sharp, and patient, yet she underestimates the resilience I have bestowed upon you. Faced with her seemingly unjust actions, you may feel bewildered, frustrated, even despairing, but these emotions are not eternal. They are sparks that ignite the fire of awakening, sharpening your intuition and gathering spiritual strength for action. I see the lessons trailing behind her, those subtle hints. Even when the world disagrees, you learn to recognize them. Soon, the veil will be lifted, and the revelation of her true intentions will shatter your understanding. I tell you, my beloved child, her web is more intricate than you imagine, woven from silent accomplices and indirect influence. These may not be people, but sometimes carefully orchestrated circumstances, distractions, and delays designed to divert your attention. She relies on your trust in the ordinary, your faith in the everyday, your assumption of the world's fairness. Yet, my child, this illusion will eventually dissipate. Every manipulated interaction is a lesson, every diverted resource a wake-up call, every stolen opportunity a whisper strengthening your awareness. When she crosses the line, my child, it marks the beginning of truth's revelation, and all things shall be renewed. I watch her smile, my chosen ones, and tell you it is not as innocent as it appears. It carries confidence, yet conceals unconscious fear, for deep within, she knows her victories are fleeting. My child, this woman seeks to control your wealth, unaware that I see beyond appearances, straight to the essence of your life's current. Those stolen moments, those hidden gains, are but temporary turns on the path to your inevitable awakening. When she believes victory is hers, dear child, the truth will emerge, leaving her nowhere to hide. I have observed her for countless cycles, my beloved child, her meticulous schemes, her gentle yet invisible manipulations. She never acts rashly, always waiting for the moment when all align perfectly, knowing the ignorant often overlook subtle thefts. But my child, I never fail to see. Every resource she touches, every opportunity she diverts, every ounce of energy she drains, all are recorded, measured, and stored in the scales. Her perceived control is but the prelude to self-awakening, and that awakening shall come through the very power she strives to evade. When you perceive the full scope of her actions, a power within you will awaken, one she never anticipated. My dear child, I see the tension building within your life, the subtle, sinister gaps appearing where abundance should flourish, and the quiet shifts in destiny's course. She believes she can evade justice, steal without return, and maintain control as solid as a rock. But I tell you, this is but the tip of a grand scheme. Her seemingly cruel actions are meant to awaken your insight, force your vigilance, and ignite the dormant fire within. When the full picture of her deeds unfolds before you, my chosen one, this awakening will pave the way for your destined triumph. My beloved, when I observe her, I see her performing an intricate dance between your resources and her desires. Each step is meticulously calculated, every movement designed to divert your attention, gradually dismantling everything you have built. She smiles upon those who aid her, even as they remain utterly unaware, and they move like pawns on a chessboard, following her lead, convinced of the purity of her intent. But my child, I see the truth behind this illusion. Every theft carries a hidden message, every diverted coin and manipulated decision whispers a secret truth meant only for you. You may feel frustrated or even angry at how events unfold, but these very emotions are the sparks that ignite awareness, signaling that your intuition must awaken to recognize the subtle manipulation surrounding you. As she advances step by step, immersed in the illusion of victory, I tell you, my child, her actions are but fine threads in a spider's web, destined to ensnare her own soul and plunge her into a vulnerability she herself does not perceive. Here lies a balance she cannot see, one you are only beginning to grasp. When she reaches for what she believes to be eternal, the collapse of her schemes will shake her soul to its core, revealing truths she never foresaw. Now I watch her, my dear child. With innate grace, she weaves networks and influence, each gesture appearing effortless yet concealing hidden purpose. She never acts hastily, a patient predator who knows those slow to perceive will never truly reclaim what is rightfully theirs. And you, my cherished child, though patient enough, have not yet fully grasped the cosmic laws she disrupts. She believes her cunning remains unseen, but I have witnessed every whispered deal, every clandestine transaction, every covert theft. Your wealth, my child, is far more than numbers. It is energy, the embodiment of your dreams, the crystallization of your labor, the very essence of your life. She erodes not only your possessions but your capacity for trust, your will to focus, your belief that the universe supports you. Yet this intrusion shall fade, dear one. The lessons hidden within her deception pave your path to clarity, foresight, and strength, realms she can never reach. When the veil lifts to reveal her true intent, the shock will leave you both unsettled and empowered. Dear one, I tell you, the woman who smiles as she takes all you hold dear does not operate alone. She moves through hidden networks, leveraging invisible channels, relying on alliances that grow in the shadows. Friends, colleagues, even family may unwittingly fuel her schemes, becoming mouthpieces for distraction and delay. Every seemingly innocent gesture, every distracted glance, every misplaced trust is a cog in the intricate machinery she has set in motion. Yet, my child, her confidence rests upon a foundation of illusion, unaware that the universe itself observes, measures, and balances every transaction, every thought, every step she takes. Moments of apparent triumph will prove fleeting, my beloved. The illusions she commands will unravel in ways she cannot foresee. When you finally grasp the scale of her web, when you see the thefts that have shaped your life, truth will ignite the dormant power within you. I see her patience, my chosen one. She waits for your distraction, for the moments when you focus on tasks, duties, or fleeting pleasures. She lurks in the shadows, manipulating the cumulative effect of minor events, consequences you sense but cannot yet discern. She revels in invisible illusions, yet every stolen piece, every missed opportunity, every hidden betrayal is known to me. The cosmos is never blind, your destiny remains forever protected. My dear child, those anxieties, losses, and silent erosions are not eternal, but forging, shaping your awareness, tempering your ability to see beyond appearances. When she believes herself unshakable, the threads she weaves will ultimately unravel upon her own path, revealing the fragile essence of so-called victory. My child, heed my words. Her smile is but a mask, a shield concealing her inability to face her own unease. Whenever she believes she has outwitted you, I see fear lurking behind the gilded facade, a silent acknowledgement that power gained through manipulation will inevitably crumble. She may take everything from you, but she can never take your soul, your resilience, or your capacity to see the truth. I will guide the whisper into the hidden corners of your consciousness, pushing your intuition toward insight, so you may see the invisible web she weaves. My child, the day will come when the full impact of her actions becomes undeniable, and the shocking truth will shatter the illusion upon which she built her existence. When that moment arrives, you will understand, the lessons she stole were gifts in disguise, paving the way for you to reclaim what is rightfully yours, a reclamation both powerful and inevitable. I witness the ripple effects of her choices, my dear. Your life force is quietly reshaping itself, impacting not just finances but relationships, opportunities, and your very confidence. She believes destruction is victory, that diverting you from your path weakens you. Yet, my beloved, every disruption, every diversion, encounters an invisible counterforce, a current silently restoring the treasures she thought she'd stolen. The universe is patient, and your insight grows sharper, like a blade tempered by fire. Even as she manipulates events and weaves conclusions to suit her desires, she cannot escape the destiny of the law of balance. When every thread of her conspiracy is laid bare, she will stand stunned and exposed, caught unawares by the universe's silent correction. Each time I set my sights on a target, her strategy unfolds with precision, masking innocence to seize maximum advantage. Every step calculated, every move premeditated, every interaction concealing opportunities for manipulation and diversion. She chuckles at her own cunning, unaware the cosmos watches, recording every moment. Dear child, your awareness is awakening, beginning to detect fluctuations within stability, subtle anomalies, patterns once overlooked. These are the signals I send, guiding you toward clarity, revealing that the plunder you face is both temporary and revelatory. When you finally grasp the depth of her deception, it will ignite an awakening power beyond imagination. I see how she exploits trust, dear one, twisting your trust into her opportunity, shielding herself with your patience and belief in fairness. Her actions are precise, seizing what she perceives as fleeting, yet she underestimates the eternal nature of the forces surrounding you. Every stolen resource, every manipulated interaction, every moment of hidden influence is a fragment of the puzzle gradually revealing itself to you. I tell you, my child, this puzzle is not designed for punishment, but exists for awakening. As she continues to weave through your life, reveling in invisible victories, the threads she manipulates simultaneously strengthen your resolve, preparing your soul for the moment of reclaiming sovereignty, a moment that will reveal truths she could never foresee. My beloved, I witness her web silently expanding, touching unseen corners of your life like an invisible spider's web. She is a weaver of influence, a manipulator of circumstances, yet blind to the grand tapestry I maintain across the cosmos. Every resource she diverts, every opportunity she redirects, every clandestine transaction she makes, all are recorded and balanced in the cosmic ledger. I tell you, my dear child, this balance will ultimately restore all that is rightfully yours, not merely in material form, but in energy, confidence, and clarity. The lesson hidden within her actions is vital, preparing you to confront deception itself and summon the inner fortitude needed to reclaim all she has touched. When truth is revealed, it will be sudden and undeniable, stunning her and her accomplices alike. I warn you now, my chosen one, that woman who grinningly took all you possessed is but a mirror reflecting your own strength, resilience, and endurance. She acts solely for personal gain, devoid of conscience, yet fails to comprehend the cosmic forces aligned with your destiny. My child, what she believes to be permanent loss is but a temporary diversion, a trial to reshape your perception and sharpen your vigilance. As the final layer of her web unravels, the consequences of her actions will awaken within you a newfound awareness and strength you could never have attained otherwise. Her confidence will waver, her smile will tremble, and the very foundations upon which she built her existence will begin to crumble. When awakening reaches its zenith, you shall understand, beloved one, that whatever she has taken cannot truly diminish the cosmic destiny laid out for you. Now I see her lurking in the quietest corners you least expect, dear child, haunting your life like a specter, biding her time with precision. She never acts recklessly. Every move is calculated, every smile a tool, every gesture designed to divert your attention from what truly belongs to you. I witness the energy she drains, not merely your wealth, but your trust, your focus, your emotional equilibrium. She revels in the illusion of invisibility, deluding herself that her tracks will never be found. Yet I remain ever present, seeing every subtle manipulation, every carefully concealed transaction, and every influence she exerts upon those around you. When the full extent of her actions is finally laid bare, dear one, the shock will awaken a power within you she never anticipated. Such profound insight will illuminate the entire web she has woven, exposing the fragility beneath her confidence. My child, she treats people as tools, whether they willingly or unwittingly, to extend her power beyond what she could achieve alone. Friends, colleagues, and partners serve her, some charmed, some driven by convenience, others manipulated into compliance. I have witnessed how she deftly twists situations, creating opportunities for herself while disguising them as chance. She trusts her own cunning, certain she can evade scrutiny, convinced she controls the course of your life's current. Yet my beloved, each of her schemes is woven into the tapestry of your destiny, shaping your awareness, sharpening your vigilance. This will not only allow you to reclaim what is rightfully yours but also restore the confidence and clarity born of seeing the truth. As the net she weaves tightens, I tell you, the moment of collapse will strike without warning, catching her utterly unprepared. Those who conspire with her stand wholly unprepared. I have witnessed the secret passages she traverses, where unseen transactions quietly transfer your wealth, influence, and power. These realms may forever remain beyond your reach, these deals may forever elude your tracing. Yet their consequences touch your life daily. My beloved, she believes these transfers are permanent victories, that her manipulations have reached an end she cannot comprehend. But I see the cosmic balance at work. Her seemingly destructive acts are in truth paving the way for renewal, preparing the ground for awakening, building momentum for a battle of reclamation far beyond her imagination. When you witness the chain of cause and effect she unwittingly weaves, my child, you will understand, her theft is not the end, but the necessary catalyst for your ascension. Watch her laugh as she sweeps away your life's work, my dear, believing this moment belongs entirely to her. She remains unaware of the spiritual consequences of her actions, those inescapable, unseen laws, those energies she has disturbed, will return to you tenfold. Every coin diverted, every opportunity snatched, every resource redirected, is like a tiny tremor at the very foundation of her existence, unseen by her, yet precisely recorded in the cosmic ledger. And you, my beloved, may feel disheartened, doubtful, or even despairing at such injustice. Yet these are merely catalysts to awaken your insight, resilience, and clarity. When the ultimate outcome of her actions unfolds, the shock will bring understanding, insight, and a newfound strength beyond her imagination. My chosen ones, her influence spreads subtly, affecting not only finances but also relationships, reputation, and opportunities. She wields no brute force, only silent manipulation, cloaking the extraordinary in the ordinary. Yet, child, every covert theft, every imperceptible shift, holds a revelation for you, a signal to observe, an opportunity to discern, and a forge to temper your protective strength. She follows like a shadow, believing herself invisible, yet the cosmos tracks her every inch. Her web is intricate, her confidence boundless, yet she cannot escape the invisible laws governing fairness, energy, and cause and effect. When the network sustaining her begins to unravel, truth will strike like thunder, shattering your understanding of her motives and awakening your power to reclaim what is rightfully yours. Now I see her lurking in the shadowy corners of opportunity, my dear child, her precise actions forged with cunning and patience. Effortlessly, she diverts your energy, stealthily channeling your influence toward her needs, expanding her domain through alliances. Yet she underestimates the power of the cosmos, my beloved child, for I am ever aware, eternally present, every move she makes is recorded and balanced. Even her smallest victories are fleeting, mere pieces in a larger design, one preparing to reclaim what is rightfully yours. Your awareness grows, child. You begin to notice the subtle disruptions, the minor losses, the silent manipulations. As her network of connections, her sphere of influence, and her true intentions become clearer, understanding these fragments will strengthen your spiritual power in ways she cannot foresee. My dear, I witness her indulging in the illusion of control, smirking at what she believes is eternal success. She relies on distractions, routines, and the trust of those around her to conceal her tracks. Yet every faltering step, every covert theft, every manipulation nourishes the awakening of your awareness. My child, the losses you endure, the moments of confusion, the missed opportunities, all are temporary catalysts designed to temper your awareness and strengthen your power to reclaim what rightfully belongs to you. As her confidence swells, so does the fragile evidence of her deeds, traces she overlooks, yet which appear clearly in the ledger of cosmic justice I maintain. Dear child, I tell you, she is indeed cunning, but petty cleverness devoid of understanding the grand balance remains fragile. She has yet to grasp that each of her actions sets off a chain reaction, ultimately returning all that is yours with greater strength, deeper wisdom, and clearer insight. Every coin she diverts, every meticulously orchestrated subtle betrayal, is a signal, a pattern, a message crafted specifically for you. My beloved child, the temporary losses you endure are not signs of defeat, but steps leading to strength, insight, and liberation. When the full consequences of the web she weaves finally manifest, truth will ignite such profound clarity that she will instantly realize her perceived victories were but illusions. When I choose and prevail, the ripples of her actions spread through invisible channels, touching people, events, and spaces you have yet to perceive. She believes that by taking everything from you, she can achieve eternity, yet I see the emptiness of her grasp. Every subtle manipulation, every minute diversion, every covert theft contained within it the seed of restoration, the trigger for awakening, and the essential lesson for reclaiming what was taken, and even more beyond imagination. When the full web of her influence unfolds, the shock will awaken your inner strength, sharpening your vision, resilience, and ability to reclaim every dimension of life she touched. I observe her actions, my dear child, witnessing her precisely deployed smiles, charms, and invisible manipulations. Yet I see more clearly the fragility beneath the mask, the cracks in her perception, and the transient nature of her control. She believes herself untouchable, that what she plunders is hers forever, unaware of the cosmic balance, the unseen forces, and the restorative laws that govern all. My beloved, the plunder you endure now is but a crucible. It tempers your awareness, sharpens your insight, preparing your soul for the moment when all that rightfully belongs to you shall be restored. When her deeds are finally exposed, not only will what was lost return, but you will transcend the shackles she sought to impose. My beloved, I see the hidden threads she weaves, her actions reaching far beyond the material realm. They erode not only what you have built, but also the deepest foundations within you, the roots of your confidence, your trust, your sense of security in the world. She moves with calculated precision, believing each shadow goes unseen, each diversion passes unnoticed. Yet, my child, I see all. I see the loneliness and despair hidden behind her smile, the calculated scheming, the allies she secretly cultivates, all aimed at reinforcing what she believes is her control over you. She has yet to grasp the universe's profound depths, to comprehend the invisible laws that maintain balance, energy, and causality, nor does she realize that every action she takes will return to her in forms she cannot foresee. My child, this is the truth you are now grasping. Loss teaches you vigilance, theft awakens your insight, manipulation sharpens your intuition. As she believes she gains, each ripple of her deception fortifies you in ways she cannot perceive, gathering strength deep within your soul, until the day this power not only reclaims all she has stolen, but grants you strength and clarity far beyond. When the full scale, influence, and hidden manipulation of her entire network reveal themselves before your eyes, this awakening will strike like thunder. The truth's exposure will suffocate her, and for a moment, even take your breath away. I watch her now, my dear child. She infiltrates the spaces where your energy flows most freely, channeling it to serve her desires. She is the subtle manipulator, the orchestrator of circumstances, the predator lurking in a world unaware of her presence. She believes each smile she flashes upon every success, every gain, every theft of what rightfully belongs to you, cements her control. But my beloved, she remains unaware of the unseen countercurrents, the forces I have set in motion, ensuring each theft is not permanent but becomes a lesson, each triumph in her grand design but a fleeting illusion. The pawns she uses, the networks she manipulates, the deals she orchestrates, all are threads woven into the tapestry of awakening, revealing themselves to you in clear patterns that will ultimately expose her deeds. When you finally comprehend the intricate structure of her conspiracy, this realization will ignite a blaze within you. It will sharpen your insight and fortify your resolve in ways she cannot fathom, exposing her to consequences she believed she could evade. I have chosen my target, dear child. I see the energy she drains from your life, and I tell you this is not in vain. Each covert theft, each diversion of your possessions, each silent manipulation serves as a catalyst to awaken you. She believes she controls the flow of your wealth and life, yet she cannot measure the resilience I have bestowed upon you, the intuition, insight, and cosmic resonance woven into your soul. Each ripple she creates reshapes your perception, unveiling patterns once invisible, compelling you forward with a clarity that will ultimately pierce through all her deceit. She smiles in what she believes is victory, yet beneath I see fear lurking, the subconscious awareness of how fragile and fleeting the control gained through manipulation truly is. When her meticulously woven web collapses under its own complexity, my beloved, that shock will awaken dormant power within you, a clarity so profound it will not only reclaim all that is yours, but reveal opportunities and potential she never imagined. I observe her every interaction, my child, how she wields charm and subtle persuasion to divert not only your resources but also the energy, trust, and influence of those around you. Each handshake, every smile, every agreement she facilitates is a meticulously woven pattern designed to create an illusion of permanence, masking the transient nature of her success. She believes herself unshakable, convinced her meticulous scheming places her above cause and effect. Yet, my beloved, all things are governed by my laws. Her manipulations are but fleeting ripples in the tide, a tide surging inexorably toward balance and restoration. What she perceives as victory is but a disguised lesson, quietly reshaping your awareness and strength. When all her deeds are laid bare before you, dear one, that revelation will illuminate the fragile foundations of her schemes, awakening within you the power to reclaim what was lost, and to seize far more than she could ever imagine. My beloved, her web is vast and intricate, extending beyond your perception yet woven tightly into the current of your life. She moves silently, weaving influence through invisible channels, exploiting the trust of those around her to divert resources into what she deems her secure domain. Yet my child, though she believes herself unshakable, I am present in every interaction, observing every detail, recording all actions upon the scales of the universal ledger. Each of her moves, every coin transferred, every opportunity twisted, is a step in the cosmic dance, ultimately aiding your awakening and reclamation of your true self. She cannot see the threads binding her actions to your destiny, nor comprehend how her fleeting successes weave the prologue to a truth that will elevate you above her manipulation. When the web she weaves unfolds fully before your eyes, that sudden realization will reshape your understanding of her actions with thunderous force, awakening the vastness of your own power. Now I see her, my dear child. She counts her spoils with a smirk, confident in her ability to manipulate, divert, and steal what rightfully belongs to you. She believes her actions are concealed, her influence eternal, and regards the lessons she has stolen as fruits of victory. Yet, my beloved, she fails to comprehend the ultimate law of cosmic balance, the unseen force that governs energy, cause, and restoration. Every manipulation she enacts, every web she weaves, every influence she exerts, each harbors the seed of her own destruction, while simultaneously awakening your awareness. She fails to see that in her perceived victories, she paves the way for an awakening, one that will not only restore all that is rightfully yours but elevate you to heights beyond her comprehension. When that awakening comes, my child, her confidence will crumble, her web will unravel, and that familiar, assured smile will tremble before inescapable truth. Beloved, I watch her closely, every subtle movement, every quiet gesture, every hidden web manipulating your life. She uses no force, my child, only deception, patience, and enchantment. She believes time is her ally, that your awakening will be delayed. Yet I see all, my chosen ones, from the ripples of stolen energy to the quiet erosion of trust, from missed opportunities to the hesitation she stirs within your soul. Every move she believes hidden is laid bare before me. Every fleeting victory she claims flows into a greater design, awakening your insight, fortifying your resilience, and empowering you to achieve a profound rebirth that will astound her and her accomplices. When you finally comprehend the depth of her influence, this awakening will not only restore all that was lost but reveal opportunities, strength, and clarity beyond her wildest imagination. I see her strategy, my dear child, subtle and devious, navigating the hidden channels that carry your life force. With a tactician's precision, she diverts, redirects, and manipulates, unaware that I have mobilized counterforces. Each theft, each misdirection, each silent manipulation is temporary, not for punishment, but to awaken, temper, and prepare you. She believes herself untouchable, that smiles mask control, that her web is impenetrable. Yet, beloved, the very intricate system she relies upon reveals her limitations, fragility, and the transience of her power. When truth emerges, an awakening and strength beyond what she has plundered will ignite within you, transforming loss into a vessel of empowerment. As I warn you in the name of the Chosen One, she survives on the illusion of control, intoxicated by the delusion that she can plunder all your possessions with impunity. She believes charm, connections, and cunning can shield her from truth, yet underestimates the currents of equilibrium, the web of truth, and cosmic justice that surround you. Every move she makes, every resource she diverts, every hidden influence she wields, these are but temporary footholds that will ultimately guide your awakening, clarity, and reclamation of your power. The losses you endure now, my beloved child, are catalysts for insight, resilience, and a victory both inevitable and resplendent. When her web of connections snaps, when the threads of her conspiracy unravel before your eyes, that shock will awaken your inner strength. This power will not only reclaim all she has stolen, but elevate it to heights beyond her reach. I have seen through her final moves, my dear child, that confident smile, that calculating patience, and her web she believes impenetrable. She does not yet know that every coin stolen, every opportunity twisted, every influence manipulated is but temporary, all part of the universe's grand lesson designed to awaken you, empower you, and strengthen you. She believes herself unshakable, yet I see her fragility. Cracks in her perception are spreading, the foundations of her power already trembling. Every act she commits buries seeds of awakening, sparks of revelation, and the possibility of reclamation. This will not only restore all that is rightfully yours but elevate it to heights she can never reach. When truth becomes undeniable, my beloved, that shockwave will ignite transformation. She will ultimately lose her power, while your soul becomes unbreakable. My beloved, now I reveal the truth she dreads most. Her smile is not merely deception, but a veil concealing fear, anxiety, and illusory control. She pretends the world bows to her will, that stealing your efforts will go unpunished. Yet she cannot escape the laws of energy, justice, and cosmic balance. Every coin she steals, every opportunity she diverts, every meticulously orchestrated manipulation is but a fleeting illusion. They are shadows before dawn, tremors you must endure, strengthening your awareness, sharpening your intuition. My child, every action she takes to consolidate power actually carves cracks into the very foundation of her influence. When truth emerges, these cracks will shatter like spiderwebs, leaving her helpless before forces she cannot comprehend. When truth strikes like thunder, you shall awaken to profound insight, a power that reshapes not only your possessions but your very soul. I watched the snare she weaves, my dear child, convinced her layers of deception are impenetrable. With charm, manipulation, and patience, she crafts an eternal illusion, yet I see the fragility beneath the surface. Her influence spreads like shadow across every corner of your life, eroding wealth, relationships, and the subtle energies that shape your potential. But unbeknownst to her, each shadow cast paves the way for your awakening. Each diversion of your gaze, each plunder of your resources, each calculated delay teaches you to discern truth from falsehood, to remain vigilant, and to reclaim your power with precision and clarity. When the full extent of her actions is finally revealed, beloved, it will be a revelation, not only exposing her intentions but also laying bare that everything she controls is ultimately a fleeting illusion. My chosen one, the woman who smiles as she takes all you possess, is but a reflection of the challengers, awakened ones, and enforcers who walk this world. She revels in illusion, believing cunning, connections, and charm to be eternal shields, unaware that I have set in motion the currents of justice and balance. Each theft, each diversion of energy, each distortion of opportunity is but a fleeting disturbance, designed to sharpen your awareness, temper your focus, and ignite your courage. As her snares tighten, as her arrogance swells, I whisper in the corners of your intuition, dear child, prepare to witness her fragility, confront her deceit, and reclaim with undeniable force all she has touched, a power that will reshape your life and your very understanding of your own strength. I see her ways, beloved. Watch how she manipulates and entices, how she hides her deeds behind smiles and charms. She seeks to steal all you hold forever, unaware of the inevitability of balance, the hidden forces I move in secret, and how each temporary plunder is meticulously designed as an opportunity to awaken your discernment. My child, though she moves in shadows, the light of truth draws near, illuminating every subtle maneuver, every hidden deceit, every moment she believes secure. When you finally see the full scope of her manipulation, the shock will awaken such profound clarity, enough not only to reclaim all that is yours, but to elevate it beyond her reach. Her influence will shift from strength to weakness, from control to impotence. Beloved, I tell you, her seemingly turbulent actions are but temporary ripples in the torrent of your destiny. She has yet to understand, every resource she diverts, every influence she manipulates, every smile she wears while stealing your heart's work, all forge the crucible that tempers your strength, resilience, and awareness. The losses of this moment are catalysts, gathering momentum for your imminent awakening. When the tide of revival becomes unstoppable, you will be ready. She believes she controls everything, yet remains unaware of the surging currents beneath the surface, blind to the quiet unfolding of circumstances, and oblivious to the awakening power quietly gathering within the depths of your soul. My dear child, when that moment arrives, its inevitability, irreversibility, and disruptive force will leave her powerless to resist. I see her now, dear one, as she finally confronts the shackles of her own influence. That smiling woman who took all you possessed is not the embodiment of eternal power. She is merely a temporary test, a mirror reflecting her own irreparable fragility. As the threads she relies on begin to fray, the web she spun reveals its weakness, and her confidence wavers. Child, she is not cosmic evil, merely blind to the laws of balance, karmic retribution, and the return of what is rightfully yours. Each smile now hides fear, a faint awareness that her perceived control crumbles. What she thought was permanent gain will multiply and return to you, amplified by the power and awareness she awakened within your soul. My beloved, her smile has already faltered, revealing truths she herself cannot see. She is a mentor disguised as a thief, a messenger who stirs temporary turmoil, whose actions awaken your insight, resilience, and wisdom. She has taken everything from you, it is true, but this merely paves the way for you to reclaim ownership, returning with greater strength, imbued with clarity, power, and cosmic resonance. The networks she relied upon, the carefully cultivated alliances, the manipulations she deemed secure, are gradually dissolving, ultimately unable to withstand the inevitability of balance. When the ultimate truth is revealed, my dear child, it will illuminate her illusions, your eternity, and this truth: none can defy the cosmic forces resonating with your destiny, not even those who seem cunning. Now I tell you, my chosen one, the woman who smiled as she took all you possessed will ultimately fall to the inevitability of your return. She is but a fleeting challenge, a momentary deception, an illusion of control, blind to the torrent I have unleashed. Every theft she deemed eternal, every subtle shift, every manipulation is dissolving, returning to its rightful place in your life with greater strength, deeper insight, and more resilient tenacity. She cannot comprehend that those victories were but illusions, temporary exercises designed to teach you the depth of your own power, the sharpness of your discernment, and the inevitability of balance. But when you witness what is yours returning to its rightful place, the shock will illuminate her emptiness, reflecting the eternal elevation of your soul. My dear, the truth is now undeniable. She smiles, believing she can defy the laws of equilibrium, yet her actions are crumbling, revealing her limitations, fragility, and the fleeting nature of her power. The woman who stole all that was yours cannot halt the return, prevent the awakening, nor escape the consequences of the energies she has stirred. She is fading, my child, not as punishment, but as inevitability. Her fleeting triumph transforms into a lesson for your ascension. As her web unravels, her influence wanes, and clarity blossoms within you, you shall see, nothing she touched can evade the touch of cosmic justice, restoration, and elevation. Dear child, now hear the universe's promise: what was stolen, diverted, or manipulated shall be restored, not merely returned intact, but returned in unimaginably abundant form. Your wealth, energy, strength, and blessings now resonate with an indestructible force, for they are anchored in cosmic law and divine will. She who stole all from you with a smile will ultimately be powerless before this truth. Awakening draws near, beloved, and its grandeur will surpass all expectations, elevating you to unparalleled abundance, resilience, and harmony. You shall reclaim all that was taken, and what is returned will carry the wisdom, resilience, and awareness awakened by her fleeting theft. Believe this truth, my chosen ones, for the cosmos perceives all, balances all, restores all, and your ascension is both inevitable and unstoppable, its glory beyond measure.